Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, how you folks doing? Oh, welcome here. Welcome to another edition of Smackdown. I'm your host, Conman167. It's great to have each and every single one of you here today. This is the Fallout edition of WrestleMania. Obviously, Mania happened this past weekend. We are now moving on ahead to this week's Friday night edition of Smackdown. We're going to hear from that big man over there, the big bad goof, Braun Strowman, who is our new Universal Champion. We're also going to see a rematch between Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus the Kabuki Warriors for the women's tag team titles. Let's get talking a little bit about this show, but first up, everybody, it is time for the Conman Certified roll call. So who do we got in here today? We got Matthew Grantley. We got Justin Beverly up in here. We got MC Blackman. We got Christian Vega. We got ourselves Oof Boy. How you doing, my friend? We got GC. We got Byron Knight up in here. We got Kevin Langoff. Great to see you, buddy. We got Steve Taylor, Mr. Tournicane. WWE Music. We got Biden up in here. We got ourselves Sangus M. How you doing, my friend? We've got ourselves Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. Welcome to the live stream. Waleed Hijaz, Raul Kapar, Lou Dog. We got Tyler Crawford up in here. We got ourselves Diego Toledo, PS4 Twist. Welcome to the stream. We got Ghost Gaming, T-Dog, Sadverk, Zahid. Welcome to the live stream. And the final shout out gonna be delivered right away to Used Food 778. Welcome to the live stream, my friend. It's great to have you up in here, and it's great to have each and every one of you here as well. So yes, folks, we are on the fallout of WrestleMania. WrestleMania happened this past weekend. Part 1 was on last Saturday. Part 2 was on Sunday. We saw Monday Night Raw. We saw Drew McIntyre defend his Universal Championship against Big Show in what has been called the main event of WrestleMania, because technically it still happened on WrestleMania Day. So, kind of some conflicting reports as to what the true main event of WrestleMania was. But here's one thing for damn sure. Braun Strowman is the Universal Champion. Now, during this time, I don't know what WWE's game plan is going to be for Braun Strowman. I would honestly like to see Braun Strowman versus Sheamus to be his first feud. Rated R Wrestling, thanks for subscribing. I would like, if WWE is going to commit here to Braun Strowman as their champion, you gotta build him up, right? So, one thing's for certain, ladies and gentlemen. Braun Strowman is our champion, and it is most likely in this scenario, Braun Strowman is being built up in the time being until Roman Reigns comes back, where Roman Reigns is going to challenge Braun for that Universal title. I envision that's the direction this is all going to go in, right? I don't think WWE plans on keeping this title on Braun Strowman for life. So, at some point, I think Roman Reigns is going to be the guy who takes the title away from Braun Strowman. But then, of course, ladies and gentlemen, you've got yourself this other type of scenario right here where Braun Strowman, it doesn't feel like he's a Universal Champion at the moment. Thank you guys for the donos. We'll get to those in just one second. I really do appreciate the kind support. But Braun Strowman just kind of became champion out of nowhere. He was a last-minute replacement for Roman Reigns at the Show of Shows because it wasn't believable for anybody else to step in and beat Goldberg really at the time. There was rumors out there going around that Jeff Hardy was going to be the person who takes the Universal title away from Goldberg, and while that's all fun and games, Goldberg defeating The Fiend but then losing to Jeff Hardy would not have been good for the overall story for the Universal title. So I understand why WWE put it on Braun Strowman. Do I like it? No. Do I wish that WWE probably still had it on Goldberg at this very given moment? That's a tough one. Not entirely sure if I want to see Goldberg have that title. Not entirely sure if I want to see Braun have that title. But regardless, we've got it, and we got to build him up. So I'm suggesting Sheamus to be the first man to challenge Braun Strowman. Here's Braun.
You know, there's an old saying, when opportunity knocks on the door, you answer it.
Yeah.
Well, at WrestleMania, I did more than answer it. I knocked it off its damn hinges. I took everything Goldberg had to dish out. Spear after spear after spear.
Yep.
I mean, the man's a WWE Hall of Famer and a legend for a reason. But I refused. I refused to stay down.
Thank you, guys.
I got back up. And
we'll talk about the donos in a second, okay?
Good. And now I and the new Universal Champion. And to have it happen at WrestleMania, I mean, it's obviously the greatest moment of my career.
Oh! 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 Shinsuke Nakamura?
Don't forget, Michael Cole, Shinsuke Nakamura was the man that Braun Strowman had to defeat to become Intercontinental.
Wow, okay. All right, so Shinsuke Nakamura coming on down to challenge Braun Strowman. This right here is a good call. Shinsuke's not going to beat Braun Strowman in his first feud if this happens to be the first feud, but it kind of makes sense. Braun Strowman took the title away from Nakamura. Obviously, Sami Zayn is now the new Intercontinental Champion. Nakamura wants a little bit of revenge, and he's going to choose to go after the WWE title, or sorry, the Universal title, a title he has never won. But he has been in contention for the WWE title before. Here's Shinsuke.
Funny. What do you want?
You said when opportunity knocks you, better open the door.
All right.
Well, knock, knock.
Knock, knock. Who's there, Shinsuke?
You're supposed to say, who's there?
I did. I said, who's there, Shinsuke?
Well, Shinsuke Nakamura is here.
Cool.
Knocking on your door.
Knock, knock, knock.
I heard you talking about your WrestleMania moment. But the last time we saw you, yeah, that's right. We beat you.
Look, cut the crap. Nobody tuned into SmackDown to hear you run your mouth. So instead of coming out here and giving me a history lesson, why don't you let me enjoy my night here on Friday as the Universal Champion as I knock the crap out of you.
Be careful what you wish for, bro.
Ooh.
You remind me of an old Japanese proverb. Yoaki no niku wa tsuyoki no niku nari jakuniku kyoshoku. It means the weak are the meat and the strong eat.
Yeah, Shinsuke? Well, I've got an old proverb that anybody can understand in any language. Later tonight, you're gonna get these hands.
All right, Braun versus Shinsuke tonight. Yeah.
Oh,
Cesaro! Wow, Cesaro!
Buddy, and Strowman makes quick work of Cesaro.
Okay. Oh, but Nakamura kicks Strowman in the head. And they get out of there. Wow. All right. So Cesaro causing a little bit of a distraction, allowing Nakamura to kick Braun in the side of the head and get out of there. And our main event is set. So you know what? Justin Beverly, no, Shinsuke Nakamura has never been the WWE champion, has he? WWE champion. One sec. Give me a second here. Shinsuke. Am I thinking about something? Am I missing here? I know he... Did he beat... Oh, hang on. No. He fought Jinder Mahal for the WWE title. Yeah. No, he fought Jinder Mahal for the WWE title, but I don't think he ever took the title from him, right? And then he faced AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. Is that correct? Yeah. Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Okay. He won the IWGP title and the NXT title. Yes, I knew he won the NXT one.
In Canada, it's me, your main man, Scott Stanford, back with another.
Biden Chateri says he hasn't won it. How did that guy not know? Well, here's the thing, my friend. Nobody is ever going to be perfect when it comes to wrestling knowledge, okay? Now, most of the time, the reason why I ask questions out loud here is because somebody in the live chat will challenge what my previous idea was. In the sense of, like, let's say somebody said he has been WWE champion before, because that was said. All of a sudden, I'm questioning myself, thinking, like, has he been WWE champion before? Am I just missing something? And then, you know, a quick Google reaffirms the fact that no, I was actually correct in the first place, thinking that he hadn't, right? That does happen a lot of the time here in the live chat, and it can get confusing over time with a lot of facts and with wrestling, because let's face it, wrestling moves by so very, very quick. Very, very quick. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. It's great to have each and every one of you. We've got some donos to get to right now. So thank you for tuning in. Let's get Braun Strowman off of the screen and get onwards with our donations. Thank you, my friends. So starting off with a $15 big one from Raul Kapar. How you doing, my friend? He says, never drop my weekly Bask in My Glory dono. So here it is. SmackDown should be good tonight. I hope Mustafa Ali returns. He's amazing at what he does. Honestly, I do hope that we get Ali returning, but if it's not going to be Ali returning for that hacker storyline, who would you guys like to be the hacker? Because it makes sense that it would be Ali, obviously, with the whole circle of light and everything. It would make a lot of sense, but I don't know for sure. Who would you guys think should be the mystery hacker? For he is limitless. Woo! Yeah. What? For he is limitless. Bask in his glory. For he is limitless.
Never drop my weekly Bask in My Glory dono, so here it is.
Thank you, my friend.
SmackDown should be good tonight. I hope Mustafa Ali returns tonight. He's amazing at what he does.
He really is amazing at what he does, my friend. Thank you for the support here on the show. I'm just going to turn this down a little bit and then turn it up right here just a little more. That should be a little better, guys. You should be able to hear the audio a little clearer when we run the donos now. Devin Walker, thank you, my friend, for your $35 dono. So before that, we've got ourselves a new boss. His name is Tevin Walker. Sorry, Raul Kapar first up became the new boss. And then right after him, Tevin Walker, because what? Oh my? Could it be? It is! It's boss time! Boss time! Now ain't nobody gonna take it. Push them all out the way. Thank you, Tevin Walker. I do appreciate the support. Then right after that, folks, we've got ourselves a $5 dono from the Rose Thorn, Casey Rose. How you doing, my friend? Let's burn that down and let's hear what it is you've got to say.
Excited for SmackDown tonight and see what happens. Loved CMU Dark today.
Good.
Still not happy Strowman won. I'd take Reigns over him. Stay cool, Con, smiling face with smiling eyes, Rose.
Isn't it funny? A lot of people would take Roman Reigns now over Braun Strowman when probably, let's go ahead and say 2 years ago, a lot of people would pick Braun Strowman over Roman Reigns. It's funny how times change with wrestling fans. It really does prove that we are all straight up fickle as hell. All right. Wide Awake says, dude, Ali has done nothing or achieved anything in WWE. I'm bored with him. Well, my friend, that's because he has not actually been able to be pushed to the moon yet. Unfortunately, the spot that Kofi Kingston got last year at WrestleMania was set for Ali. Ali missed the boat, got injured, yada, yada, yada. Here we are now trying to rebuild Ali with a new gimmick. Wrestling is weird, right? If you miss your mark, if you miss your chance, if you get injured at the wrong time, it could take you years on years on years to get back to the main event scene. It really is super duper difficult to get your opportunities, to break through that glass ceiling, if you will. We got a few more things to talk about right here. First up, though, Kevin Langoff says, okay, Conman, here's the official bet. Who turns face, Sasha or Bayley? You got Sasha. He says, you can pick who you want, Conman. If you lose, you have to buy and wear a woman's t-shirt of who you despise and post a pic to Discord. Flair for me if I lose. Okay, so Kevin Langoff literally saying, if Sasha Banks turns heel and Bayley turns face, essentially, he will buy a Charlotte Flair t-shirt, and he despises Charlotte Flair. I'm going to go ahead and join you with the Sasha Banks K there, my friend. So if Sasha Banks turns face, like i.e. Bayley turns on Sasha, then we win. If, in fact, Bayley ends up turning back to becoming face and Sasha turns on Bayley, I will purchase a women's wrestling t-shirt as well. Let me do some thinking on who it should be. Probably Nia Jax, to be quite honest, because I don't like Nia. But here we go. All right, everyone. It's time to count this down. Here we go. Sing it loud. Sing it proud. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Sweet knees are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Woo! Thank you so much, my friend, for joining Team Green here tonight. We're going to continue talking about these donos that you guys are dropping up in here. But first up,
For the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the team of Kairi Sane and Asuka, the Kabuki Warriors.
there you go.
And their opponents, they are the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss.
There you go, everyone. The official announcement has been made. And it is time for the women's tag team title match. So yeah, I'm going to do some more thinking on who that t-shirt should be there. But deal is made there, Kevin. Make sure you write it down somewhere so that we remember it, okay? All right, Kevin Langoff, let's roll your $35 dono. What? Oh my, could it be? It is. Had a dream, I hadn't made it. Now I learned the lyrics, no I didn't.
Conman, here's the official bet. Who turns face, Sasha or Bayley? I got Sasha. You can pick who you want, Conman. If you lose, you have to buy and wear a woman's shirt who you despise and post pic to Discord. Flair for me if lose.
All right. Sorry, guys. You can now head on over to twitter.com/Conman167 and let me know in the poll, who do you think is going to win this match? Either Asuka and Kairi Sane or Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. The choice is yours, everyone. Choose wisely. All right, let's continue on here with the donos. Thank you very much, everybody. I do appreciate it. By the way, Kevin Langoff, you have become the new boss. And you, sir, are sitting at 6-time boss battle champion. So you and Rahul are going back and forth pretty tight here tonight, my friend. Oh, Kairi Sane just stomping on the feet there of Alexa Bliss over and over again. And if I remember correctly, this match at WrestleMania was quite good. I know not a lot of people are a fan of rematches, but at least, you know, this was a good match at Mania. And right now, everybody, at the same time, I gotta say this, WWE is likely to be putting on many matches with many rematches simply because it limits the amount of I know this is going to sound weird, cross-contamination with wrestlers. You know, when you're in this ring right now, you have a referee, you have Kairi Sane, you have Asuka, you have Alexa Bliss, and you have Nikki Cross. That's 5 people right then and there. The more tag team matches, the more changing it up, the more like mix and matching here. You face this person, you face this person, means that there's more superstars that are coming in contact with each other. So over the next however many months this is that we are in quarantine, expect a lot of rematches. That's the only thing I can say. I think we're going to see a ton of rematches simply because WWE can't afford to allow too many superstars to face each other, right? So unfortunately, as much as we hate rematches right here, it's it's almost necessary for WWE to still be able to put on a show, right? Unfortunately. Oh, Asuka back on commentary.
All right. Oh my God.
All right. Well, you heard that one. No clue what was said. Oh, Asuka might have just got pushed off the table. Nikki Cross with a cross-bodied Asuka. Man, Nikki Cross is losing it. She'd be slapping her chest right there. All right, everybody. So, first up, we've got ourselves a $10 dono from Olivia Family Games. I appreciate your support, but you just dropped another 5 right there. I was getting around to your dono. I appreciate it. She says, hey, Conman. She actually said this twice. Says, hey, Conman, remember when I said I would give you one more donation? It was a prank. Oh, it was a prank. Oh, what a prank. You got me. Oh, you got me. Thanks for your $15 in donos right there, my friend. I do appreciate it. Let's roll it. Oh, bask in his glory, for he is limitless. Woo! Ha! For he is limitless. Woo!
Hey Conman, remember when I said I would give you one more donation? It was a prank.
Ah, what a prank. What a prank. And then right after that, my friends, I can't seem to keep up with the donos. Thank you guys. I do appreciate it. Bradley Robinette said, I hate rematches so freaking much. So yeah, once again, my friend, unfortunate with the rematches that we are going to be subjected to them over the course of the next couple months. When WWE can't have all their talent on hand, they're going to show a lot of replays and rematches, I guess the best way to put it. Okay, but I do appreciate each and every single one of you in here today. Kevin Langoff, we got another $5 from you. Thank you, buddy. He says, you got to get the Vince This Is Such Good Shit shirt, Conman. It'd be dope. Yeah, I don't... Is that actually on sale? Like, is that actually a shirt on sale? This is such good shit. WWE t-shirt. Let's see. Let's see if this is actually a thing. WWE selling McBossman It's Such Good Shit t-shirts. No freaking way.
And this one, and even this one.
No way.
Has always been here to support different people with different needs.
Hey Tevin, thank you, my friend. Thanks for the $20 donut. That's incredible. Incredibly nice right there, buddy. You had a big time win over on CMU Dark. I'm sure you saw that go all down, but thank you for the support, my friend. Shirt is a reference to the Firefly Funhouse. Where is the link? It can be purchased here for $27.99. No way. Now shipping to Canada. Now, Nightlife Joker, thanks for subscribing, my friend. Now, here's the thing. I'm not buying any WWE t-shirts right now simply because the economy is crap. And the Canadian dollar is, once again, crap, my friends. So, a $27.99 t-shirt for US dollars is $41.28 Canadian, and then you're gonna be buying shipping, and you're gonna be purchasing all the border fees and all that stuff. It's gonna cost me $70 if I wanted that t-shirt. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe in the future. I don't know. It is such good shit though, that's for damn sure. So, Tevin Walker, my friend, thank you for your $20 dono.
Winning the tag titles with Alexa Bliss. But can you imagine if they would lose in their first title defense, Corey?
Yeah, like, I like WWE and all, but I can't justify dropping $70 for a t-shirt, at least. Not for a t-shirt that I won't... Not for a t-shirt that I won't wear out in public. You know what I mean? That's a lot of freaking money to just want to sit there and say, hey, I'm going to wear it once for a laugh. Right? If there was ever a really cool WWE t-shirt that I could see myself wearing out that cost $70, maybe then I would discuss it, but that's a tough purchase there. I'd rather put that $70 towards a new camera for the channel. But that is glorious.
Keep up the amazing work on thumbs up.
Oh yeah, how have we not talked about this? Holy crap, how have we not talked about this? Ladies and gentlemen, I might break some people's hearts right now. Revival got released from the WWE. I know, right? Revival. Gone. Just gone. WWE decided right today, for whatever reason, whether it was the end of their contracts actually coming to an end or if WWE decided to grant their release. Regardless, Revival is out. They're released. Now, here's a few things that I gotta mention with this. First of all, the Revival will not be going by the name The Revival. They will not be going by Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder on the independent scene anymore. What they will be going off of, and you can see this over on my Twitter, twitter.com/Conman167, their new tag team name. And folks, their new tag team name are as follows. Well, they don't actually have a tag team name right now, but there is some speculation that they're going to be called the Mechanics, okay? So the Mechanics has been trademarked by the Revival, formerly known as the Revival, so expect them to be called the Mechanics here in the future. They are now known individually as Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood. Not Hardwood, Harwood. So once again, the former Scott Dawson is known as Dax Harwood, and the formerly known, why am I blanking on his name? Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, right? Dash Wilder. And the formerly known as Dash Wilder is known as Cash Wheeler now. So, or Wheeler, not Wielder. Might have been a little confusing to hear there, folks, but yeah, Revival, no more in WWE, have officially been released from WWE. Now, heavy speculation that they're going to AEW. At one point, if you guys ever saw this, if you've ever followed along closely with the Revival and the Young Bucks have said publicly at some point they will wrestle the Revival and fans will rejoice. Well, it's hard to believe that Revival would end up anywhere else other than in AEW. There is a slight chance they end up in TNA because the North has challenged the Revival, and if TNA was willing to have them stop by on a one-off to face the North en route to going to AEW, I could see that happening, but most likely scenario, straight to AEW. Wouldn't even be surprised to see the Revival end up on AEW TV shortly after the tapings for AEW have finished. So within a month and a half, would not be surprised at all to see the Revival there. Ghostface says, no, it's either AEW or NWA. Yeah, because you know. Because you know. No, you don't know, my friend. They could end up literally anywhere. They could go to Ring of Honor. You don't know until it happens. Brandon Harbin says, could be at Double or Nothing. Could be, yep. Gecko Rob says, I just don't care. Every time I see an ex-WWE guy go to AEW, it still comes off as they do in WWE to me. I don't know why. Fair enough. So you're basically saying when they get to AEW, you still see them as their WWE characters. And I understand that it's difficult to separate the two from each other. But for me, it's just most exciting when you see another talent go from WWE to AEW. What a twisted bliss from Alexa. Down goes the Kabuki Warriors. For me, at least, though, it's almost like a new book, right? You had the first book, and the first book, while it was a bestseller, it just introduced you to the characters. Now you need book number 2 or book number 3. Like, I think the best way to describe the Revival right here is that book number 1 was their time in NXT. Fans loved it. It was a bestseller. Then you've got yourself the sequel to the book, and it was produced because the first one was such a bestseller, but the sequel was watered down. It didn't have the story depth. It didn't really take off the way that the first one did, and that is them on the main roster. That is Revival's second book. It was a watered down version of the Revival that WWE just didn't believe in, and Nikki Cross picks up the win. But then this third book that they have, it is coming up. it will be released soon. And it will be one of those books that they write the chapters as they're going on, so you get to follow their career. So the third book that the Revival is going to be writing here, in the sense of their careers, that is going to be a book that is going to be must-read, because the sequel was so watered down. They know that they have to put everything into this third book, otherwise people won't buy the fourth one and the fifth one and the sixth one, right? And there won't be 5, 6, 7 books to create for the Revival in terms of their career. So they gotta knock it out of the park, and I think that is just so exciting to see coming up. You know, for the Revival, I love them. They're my favorite tag team in the world. Okay, I've said that time and time again. I think the Usos are the best tag team in the world. Revival are my favorite tag team in the world. I have a personal connection to them in the sense that I saw them versus DIY in the 2 out of 3 Falls match at NXT TakeOver Toronto in my very first WWE live major show. I had seen like some house shows up to that point. Actually, I'd only seen one house show up to that point. But when I saw NXT TakeOver Toronto DIY versus Revival 2 out of 3 Falls, I fell in love with the Revival. Like, I fell in love with DIY, don't get me wrong, but Revival won my hearts over. They just absolutely killed it in that match. I felt every little bit of emotion. The win for the good guys over those bad guys, but just how damn good the match was, the psychology of it, everything. It is, for me, you're going to be hard-pressed to find a better tag team match than Revival versus DIY 2 out of 3 Falls. For me, that is an absolute classic, and I was there live to experience every second of it, so you can see how that resonates with me just a little bit more than, say, the average Revival match. So for me, literally, I am so excited to see what the Revival get to do over in AEW if they choose to go there. If they choose to go to New Japan Pro Wrestling when it's back, they choose to go there. If they choose to go to Ring of Honor, they choose to go there. They choose to go to NWA, they choose to go there. I'm going to follow their careers. They're too damn entertaining for me. I know not a lot of people like their style in the ring because a lot of people say that their style is boring. Well, the thing is that they just didn't ever get the chance to showcase how that quote-unquote boring style can be so damn entertaining over the course of a long match. Because when they were down in NXT, or hell, even when they were on the main roster and on house shows allowed to wrestle those 45-minute tag team matches against Robert Roode and Chad Gable, they were lighting the entire house show circuit on fire. They were so damn good. Because of their style, they don't do flashy stuff, so it takes more than 5 minutes to tell a story in the ring. They have to be able to tell a story where they beat down the baby faces, where they work on a limb, when they work on a body part, and tell the story that way when they split the ring in half, refuse to allow the babyface to tag in his tag team partner, build up that momentum, shine the babyface up real nice, and then make him have the hot tag to come in with the other babyface. Revival are classic old school heels in a new school era that honestly desperately needs old school heels. Revival should be absolute money in AEW. They should be. We will see though.
Why does Lay's have so many flavors to choose from? Because sometimes you feel a little more.
Alright. Apparently we got a Joseph Stalin in the chat, so that's a weird one. Don't see Joseph Stalins in the chat too often. We don't. How you doing there, Coup de Grace? Thank you so much for becoming a member, by the way, earlier. I do appreciate that. He says, Con, I think the 24/7 championship should be called the TV title and should be defended every week by people like Ricochet and Cedric Alexander, maybe some NXT superstars. Agree. Big checkmark agree right there. Simply because that's exactly what I do inside of the CMU. I've got a pretty unique TV championship, and I do think that the television championship would be beneficial to WWE TV. Something to defend on TV every single week, something to get those undercard performers a chance to shine, give them 15 minutes every week to go out there and tell a story. You have 3 hours of TV to be able to do so, so you might as well take advantage of it. I think the 24/7 championship doesn't necessarily need to be renamed to a television title or anything like that. I think it would still be cool if WWE kept the idea of this title can be defended anytime, anywhere, so that they still have a little bit of like that hardcore championship, so that they can still do the cool things with like Rob Gronkowski and all those celebrities that come through. But I also wouldn't mind it if WWE kept it in a way that the actual title defenses would take place in the ring. So you might have Rob Gronkowski roll up Ricochet for like 3 seconds or something like that to become 24/7 champion. Later in the night, you just find a way to put the title back on him, or in some creative way later on, right? Doesn't have to be perfect, but it should be a way for wrestlers who are on the undercard to get in the ring and wrestle. And to be quite honest, WWE was slightly doing that there with Riddick Moss. I thought Riddick Moss was going to get a great little push, but obviously the 24/7 title gets changed every single day, it seems like. But yeah, Riddick Moss looks like he's going to be good as well. Here's Elias.
And thank you for inviting me into your home tonight. Now, I'm happy to say at WrestleMania, I put an end to that degenerate clown, King Corbin. And to commemorate the whole thing, I'm up
Still can't
on the
believe you
very
beat him at
perch
Mania.
where he tried to end my career. Now, I feel great about the whole thing, and I know you guys do too. I got your messages. I got your videos. I thank you. But I decided to write a song I'd like to sing right now called Walk with the King. But before I do that, just go ahead and dim the lights at home. Turn the volume all the way up.
Dim the lights, okay.
And don't worry
Lights
about
are
your
dimmed.
neighbors. They'll be clapping too.
No, my neighbors will not be clapping. They'll probably be booing. Okay, what do you guys say?
WrestleMania.
What color should we have for Elias here tonight? How about green?
Because Elias came and he
Red. Oh, that's not red. That's blue.
dethroned the king. If you doubted me, I couldn't blame you at all. Because from this perch, Elias took a hell of a fall. Yeah. But just like Simba, I returned. Because for a new king, my people yearn. Yeah. I look towards the horizon. What do I see? Money in the bank and that briefcase, it looked good with me. I turn it into a guitar case, then I'll become champ. And the world will sing, they'll say, walk with Elias. Oh, I want to hear the world sing. They'll say, walk with Elias. Walk with the King. Thank you, and good night.
I mean, that was almost as good as his Instagram concert.
Yeah, I was going to watch that, but I painted this wall in my house. I had to watch it to make sure it dried.
Well, nonetheless, Elias was victorious at WrestleMania, and it
So,
was a record-setting weekend for WrestleMania. It was the most social pay-per-view in WWE history.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Elias sucks as a babyface. Can we just say that? Elias sucks as a babyface. Who wants to cheer that? Look, I am A-okay with Elias going... Here's the thing, okay? He needs to keep doing what he's doing for his gimmick. 150%. I think his gimmick is great. You know, in terms of being an annoying heel that can get the fans to hate him, Elias has that ability. He has the ability to go out there and be the cheap pop guy, the cheap booze, you know, that can get any baby faces to not like, or to not like Elias being in the ring. You know what I mean? He's a great heater because he plays guitar. And if you have a baby face that plays guitar, but let's face it, not overly well and can't sing overly well, it makes it difficult to listen to. Now, when it's difficult to listen to, fans tune out or fans boo. If it's a babyface, fans tune out. If it's a heel, fans boo. Elias needs to return to becoming a heel once again in order to maximize that heel heat. He can go into any town. Yes, it might be cheap. He can make fun of their local sports team. get the fans booing him to bits, and then you have a babyface come out and beat him. It's simple stuff. I mean, here's the proof right here, actually. Go all the way back here to SummerSlam this past year when Edge made his return. Think about it. Edge returned and speared Elias. Why? Because Elias had a way to turn that entire Toronto crowd against Elias by making fun of our sports teams. Then when Elias got speared by Edge, we cheered it. We popped for Edge. That's called working the fans with a good, effective heel, transferring his heel heat over to become babyface momentum. That's what it is. Saying this, I was not comparing Edge to Elias at all. I was saying what happened in or at SummerSlam this past year, my friend. Gotta open those ears. They help if you listen. But regardless, Elias should probably be returning to become a heel, in my honest opinion. Been saying that for a while. And Raul, thank you, my friend. He says, new hacker theory. Murder Clown is the hacker. If Murder Clown's the hacker, I will give you my left nut, okay?
This is real life. Real life, honey. Doctored footage. Identity theft is not a joke, Michael.
Did you say doctored footage?
Showed it up there. That's not funny. We want the best for Mandy. We all do.
Absolutely.
We know what's best for her, and we want it for her. You're messing with people's lives.
We just want to talk to our friend.
You even work here?
I need to talk to my friend.
Well, speaking of Otis, here comes his tag team partner, Tucker, from heavy machinery. Better mind your tongue, Cole.
All right, here comes Tucker Knight.
Dolph, I'm sorry. I can see you're busy, and I'm sorry to interrupt your meltdown, but I can see that you're clearly still smitten with my man Otis's kitten, Mandy, and I got some pictures for you to see. You deserve to see these.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
yeah.
Couples that work out together, stay together. Whew, they look great.
Otis and Mandy working out together.
My man Otis always has the bananas. He's serious about his potassium intake. Make sure his kitten's got everything she needs. Look at that deep squat. Woo. Hey, you guys, you can clearly see that Otis and Mandy are busy. But Dolph, after what you did to me last week, you and we have some unfinished business. Yeah, and we're going to take care of it right now.
Okay.
Dolph ready for a
Yo,
fight.
I like
Tucker
this.
ready for a fight. Otis can't even show up to
I am down with that one. I'm down with that. I like matches that make sense to the overall storyline. To be quite honest, I don't care how often a match happens. If there is a reason for the match to happen to help with the overall storyline and it not feel like it's overly forced, I am a-okay with that. And the reason I am okay with that is because, well, before WrestleMania, we saw Tucker Knight versus Dolph Ziggler, if I'm not mistaken. And that made sense going into WrestleMania. Now there has been a new development with the story. Ziggler doesn't have Mandy anymore. So Tucker versus Ziggler makes a little bit more sense to see it again. That's all. That's all it is. As long as matches make sense and they don't happen all the time, right? We're talking if it happens again next week, then all of a sudden you're repeating the matches too often. But at the very least, WWE is doing a decent job in making the matches make sense right now. In a very, very, very weird way, folks. This whole pandemic right here, this whole thing that we have been going through, in a way, it has forced WWE to be less overdramatic with their stuff. Gamer Worlds, thanks for subscribing. And I don't necessarily mean overdramatic. I guess that's the wrong word. It has required WWE to return to a more simple booking style, though. It's not overly complex right now. The stories that WWE is telling are not crazy. I guess the hacker gimmick is a little out there, a little different, but still, at the end of the day, all it's been is little flashes on the screen, and something about the truth will be revealed, right? And then revealing the fact that, well, Mandy was set up by Dolph Ziggler and Sonya Deville. Now they're trying to say, well, we didn't do it. This was all doctored together. Maybe it was. Maybe there's more to it. Maybe Tucker doctored it. Maybe they're telling the truth. All of a sudden, these storylines are just like little tiny bits of drama dragged out over multiple weeks instead of WWE going out there and basically saying, hey, this is this wedding segment right here, and we're going to have Rusev pop out of a cake. We're like, right? That's kind of where we're at right here. So it's very simple storylines. They are not overly complex right now, and as a result, WWE TV has been good to watch. Yeah, sure, there hasn't been any fans, but overall, the actual stories that are being told have been captivating as hell. I don't care who you are. WWE stories have been good. They have been told well. The promos have been some of the best promo work I have seen in the last, 5 years over, say, the last month of TV. It's been really quite entertaining, not gonna lie. So good on WWE. Good on them. I also do have some news, though, regarding WWE's next set of tapings, though, everyone. It does sound like WWE is going to continue taping their shows all the way through Money in the Bank. Now, that means Money in the Bank is likely to be taped as well. WWE still isn't set on what they are going to be doing for Money in the Bank because obviously they can't hold a 6 or too many multi-person matches. They might be able to hold one 6-person ladder match like they did for NXT, but at the same time they might not be able to get around to that. So Money in the Bank is still set to be taped right as of now. As of now, folks, it is set to be taped by WWE, but whether that truly does go through or not, I'm not sure. Also, whoever is in charge of telling people if they have to stay home or not in the state of Florida, WWE has been allowed to go into their work because of all the precautions that have been taking place at the Performance Center. So that's something to take note of. That's probably why this has been allowed to go. I have heard WWE is fogging and putting ultraviolet lighting in the whole Performance Center every time that they are done filming there. So overnight, it basically disinfects the entire arena. So yeah, interesting. Pizza Lover Games says, hey Con, just so you know, WWE got an exemption from the governor, Ron DeSantis, so don't expect WWE to cancel anytime soon. There we go. So that's literally what I was just talking about there. Perfect. We got a name. So it's the governor, Ron DeSantis. There you go. So he's the guy that made the decision. So WWE is still set to go on ahead, still set to keep on taping, which means for us fans, we are set to get lots of wrestling still. But I unfortunately have a little, not a gripe, okay, a worry. I am so personally glad that there is still wrestling to watch and be entertained from every single week. I am. However, like I said right before WrestleMania, I was half expecting, half hoping WWE to have a break after WrestleMania. Now, that is not because I don't like wrestling, and that is not because I want to see wrestling taken off the TV. Far from it. I honestly would much rather have wrestling on TV. But during this current time, you got to think of the safety of the performers, and you got to think of the safety of their families. You got to think of the safety of all personnel, talent, cameramen, everybody in the Performance Center, and to everybody who would be wrestling in the Performance Center. I know they are taking every single precaution possible. Do I think it's the right call on WWE's end? No. I don't think it's the right call. And as much as I am happy we are still going to be able to be entertained, and as much as I am happy that I am able to be live and continue working during this time, and as grateful as I am that I'm going to be able to continue to work during this time, I don't think it's the right call. That is because at the end of the day, these are all individuals with families, with kids, with mothers, fathers, grandparents, young ones around.
ferocious landing for Dolph Ziggler, spine first.
It's a tough call to make, right? But you would hate to hear that a WWE superstar has contracted the virus, right? You would hate to hear that, and you would hate to see it spread throughout the locker room. So that's all that I'm kind of worried about. What a slam from Tucker. 2. Tucker can't beat Ziggler as he kicks out at 2.5. But yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts right there. Am I grateful for WWE still entertaining us? Yes. Okay. And I think we need to make sure we split the two right there. Am I so grateful, so proud of the fact that these superstars are laying their life and their safety on the line to entertain us? Yes, I am incredibly, incredibly grateful that that is going on. But does it have to happen? No, right? And I think that's a tough one to admit. It doesn't have to happen, right? Me and Becca were kind of talking about this earlier, and she also basically said, like, you know, these are real people. How can you expect? Oh my God, what a crossbody attempt, but a kick out there by Ziggler. These are real people. How can you expect these people who have to go in there, wrestle in their sweat, blood, and be people who are exposed to the public during a time like this, right? How do you truly make them do that? I know you pay them. I know you give them hazard pay. And I know also you could be saying the same thing about any fast food worker. They don't get paid enough or whatever. They get... Ziggler, oh my God. What? No! Wow! Oh, okay! Wow, that's a shock. Dolph Ziggler picks up the win. Yo, my boy, Dolphy! Mr. Ziggler landing the super kick flush on Tucker Knight, and it's over. Wow, that is actually incredible. Wow, there you go. Bahimder Juddy says, Triple H said that wrestlers can stay home if they want to, just like Roman. And I absolutely agree with that. There is that there. So that is where also the tough line comes in here. Is it the wrestler's decision to say, no, I'm going home? Or is it on WWE's end to tell the wrestlers, hey, you don't have to wrestle? There's a complete difference, right? If WWE is saying, hey, you don't have to be here, we're not filming, go home, just go home, be with your family, as opposed to, no, we're filming here, we're gonna book you on the show, and if you choose not to wish to compete at our shows, we're going to write you off the show, and you're going to be a long time before you get back onto the show. That's exactly what it is. WWE is such a beast where all that matters is about right now. What are you doing for me lately? Folks, I'm not sure if you have even heard. Vince McMahon is pissed off at Roman Reigns for the fact that he went home. Yeah, Roman Reigns took that option to choose not to wrestle. Roman Reigns is still in a little bit of hot water with Vince McMahon. You can choose to do that, but unless it's the WWE truly saying right to you, hey, we don't need you right now, go home, we'll be fine. No. That's not how WWE works, right? You leave, you lose your spot, right? But it is crap there, Brandon Harmon. It's absolutely crap, and it's a crap way to run your business, but it's the truth of how WWE runs, right? And until there is a new guy that takes over, i.e. Triple H, that has a different mindset on the business and a different outlook on the performers' health and safety and how often performers actually need to perform, there's not going to be a change in WWE. There's not. So, unfortunately, you leave, you lose your spot. That's how Vince McMahon has worked. That's how Vince McMahon will continue to work. Point made right here. Braun Strowman's the Universal Champion. Braun Strowman got the spot over Roman Reigns. Yeah, sure, they might be building it towards Roman Reigns taking the title away from Braun Strowman, but what if they don't? What if they just decide to give that entire massive push that they had towards Roman Reigns to Braun Strowman? They can do that, right? They can do that. Anyways, it's a tough thing to make a decision on. So I get Vince McMahon and I get WWE wanting to be the source of entertainment, okay? And honestly, I thank them for that. And I've thanked them multiple times for being our source of entertainment on the road to WrestleMania. That was a month, right? That was a full month of entertainment, full month of empty house shows, full month of really just okay stuff, right? A full month of it. We got through WrestleMania. We filmed WrestleMania with an empty arena, empty house. We got through it. But now, folks, it's April. It's April 10th. Let's send those performers home, right? I think us wrestling fans, we can take 2, 3, 4 weeks, whatever it needs to be. 2, 3, 4 weeks. Throw on some WrestleManias, throw on some Royal Rumbles, throw on some Elimination Chambers, throw on some TLC, throw on some best of these matches, throw on the best of rivalries. Hell, you've got on the WWE Network a whole rivalries section. Why not air, let's say, 3 or 4 matches from a rivalry? Air us John Cena versus Edge, 3 or 4 matches between John Cena and Edge on your TV show, and send the performers home. Because it's not needed, right? And I love the fact, I do love the fact that we are getting entertainment. And I'm so grateful, once again, for these performers laying their body on the line. But it's not needed, right? It just isn't needed. And I think that's a tough one. Oh, sorry there, Jason Dalton. No, I don't mean to be bitching in and complaining about stupid little shit there, my friend. I'm more so just worried about the safety of the performers. Honestly, tonight's show has been good, though. Dolph Ziggler with a win over Tucker Knight. Good. That match with the Kabuki Warriors versus Asuka and Kairi Sane. Kabuki Warriors versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. That was good. Good match once again. Those girls killed it. So far, honestly, not been a bad show. Not been a bad show.
Imagine how epic it will be when the first show with fans happens. Sold out, bro.
Oh, I know, man. It will be so epic. Honestly, in a weird way, could it be possible that this little refresh makes wrestling fans appreciate what we actually have? Right? And how magical this show actually is? Will it make wrestling fans just take a step back and realize, hey, not everything is worth booing and caring and being a jerk over, right? Probably not. Probably not. We're this is wrestling fans. They're going to argue regardless. But I hope that it at least gives us a deeper sense of appreciation for the show, right? I do hope that that is the case. I know for a fact that I have gained a deeper sense of appreciation for my Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays being taken up by entertaining episodes of wrestling, right? I'm so grateful when those happen because without a crowd, it's good. Without a crowd, though, I can't necessarily envision myself sitting there by myself with no live stream to talk to and wanting to enjoy the entire show, right? I understand how some people are going to be struggling to get through that, right? For the most part, I have enjoyed wrestling since there has been no crowd because I do talk over it and because I add my own reactions, and to me it still sounds like there is fans in a way because I am yelling at the top of my lungs. But if I didn't have that, it would be a little difficult to want to sit there and enjoy every single aspect of wrestling. Still, there's been some great matches, and I hope people don't let the fact that there is no fans in attendance take away a good match, right? I still hope that people can realize what a good wrestling match is and what and just okay wrestling match is without wrestling fans. I hope at least.
Viewer discretion is advised.
WWE Backstage and FS1 hosted by WWE Hall of Famer Booker T and Renee Young. Backstage is a
Biden asking me here, Con in Canada, if you don't work, you apparently get $2K if you have a sick person or children. Is that right? I'm not entirely sure. I do know that right now, though, the Canadian Emergency Response Benefit is $2,000 a month, though, for people who are not working right now. So, yeah. Here's the Miz and Morrison, the dirt sheet, and happy birthday tomorrow there, Terrence Hooks. Thanks for your dono, my friend.
Hi, I'm John Morrison, and my glass is always half full. Really? Even when it's all the way full, it's half full.
And I'm the most must-see WWE superstar of all time, The Miz. It's hard times for the citizens of the world, but we, the greatest tag team of the 21st century,
are going to take a page out of John Krasinski's playbook and share with everyone at home some good news.
First good news
I like
at
that.
WrestleMania in a brutal ladder match, we retained our SmackDown Tag Team Championships.
I retained our SmackDown Tag Team Championships. As a matter of fact, I am the first person in history to ever retain the SmackDown Tag Team Championships by himself.
Oh, yeah? Well, I am the first person in history to retain...
By the way there, Cannabot, you are more than welcome to express your opinions on the show. Your opinions just happen to suck, though, so bye-bye.
This year's WrestleMania was the most talked about, most watched WrestleMania in history. That's good news. Otis finally kissed a girl.
But Mandy's mom had to watch Otis kiss her daughter.
That's...
The Undertaker's back.
And buried AJ Styles.
Yeah, that part of the Boneyard match reminds me of this recurring nightmare I have every time I come to compete.
Come on, buddy. Come on. Get up. Over here. Come here. Over here with me. Come on. Over here. Let's do this. Come on. Go out like a man. Go. Over here. Huh? Ah!
You know, I have that same nightmare.
Better AJ than us?
Yeah. That's good news. We have a new Universal Champion in Braun Strowman, and our champion actually makes it to almost every show.
Which is much more frequently than some of the other champions we've had around here.
That's good news.
Speaking of around here, did you see that Firefly Funhouse match?
Well, yeah, it was weird, and John Cena disappeared.
After all these years, that you can't see me crap finally came true.
That's good news.
And perhaps the best news of all, our new hit single, Hey Hey, went gold.
Yeah.
Today.
It's been trending worldwide. It's Pee Wee Herman's favorite song.
Hashtag Hey Hey. And we know what you want, so get closer to your TVs. Because we are going to perform Hey Hey live for you.
Yeah, we're going to get a live performance.
In 3, 2.
Yeah!
MCMIZ.
Johnny Drip Drip.
A lot of haters out there putting us on blast.
Yeah! Let's do it!
Otis and Morrison.
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Those turd cutters in the ring. We about to serve them. First up, we're trying to determine
why you pandering clowns always scream the same sermon.
Yeah.
You're not a new day, you're a new version of Pee Wee Herman.
We chose this business. I came back with a purpose.
Without Daddy co-signing, the Usos would be worthless.
How many Samoans it take to make a dynasty into doo-doo?
It only takes you two. Here we go.
Miz and Morrison.
Hey, hey. Ho, ho, let's go. Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey. Ho, ho, yeah. Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
Usos!
Miz and Morrison.
There we go.
Whoa.
Yeah, day one-ish.
Hold up, Boots. Hold up. Hey.
Whoa.
Out of respect. We was gonna let y'all finish that, but we cannot let you do that. Pee Wee Herman got more street cred than both of you two. Both of y'all.
Shit.
How dare you two? How dare you come out and interrupt our live performance?
Yeah, how dare they?
Spreading good news and you come out with this negative downer energy.
I mean, what do you want? Anyway, at WrestleMania, John defended the SmackDown Tag Team Championship titles. And guess what? He won. So why are you two here?
Because last time we checked, you two are the tag team champions, which means you and you had to defend both titles, Oos.
That wasn't the match, Oos. It was him versus him.
I see what you're doing. You're trying to drive a wedge between us, but newsflash, I got his back. Everyone else gets my front.
Ooh.
And besides the point, the Usos and the New Day injured The Miz, so I couldn't compete at WrestleMania. And guess what? I'm still not medically cleared, and I can't compete tonight. So we will see you two later.
See ya.
Hey, Morrison,
Bye.
way to carry the team, Morrison. Way to carry Miz, Morrison. Morrison, way to
Performance Center.
Be sour. Clap for your world famous 7-time champs and feel the power. It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Oh, I can't wait to hear
Yeah.
this explanation. More sour grapes.
Here comes
from another
Kofi
ultra rare.
and Big E. Conman stream chat.
Hold up. Y'all weren't the only two teams involved in that triple threat match at WrestleMania, baby. No.
Y'all ain't Lil Boosie on Instagram Live. You can't do whatever you want. Now, the original match planned for WrestleMania did not go on as planned, so it only makes sense to me that if one member of each team got to compete at WrestleMania, the other members of each team get to compete for those adorable, kissable, lickable tag team championships.
Ooh.
What part of medically not cleared do you and do...
What we came out here to tell you is that after consulting with WWE management, Fox executives, Martha Stewart, Dakota Fanning, Lil Wayne, Lil Kim, and Freddie Prinze Jr. on a Zoom call turned happy hour, they got a little bit too crazy. We have been informed that next week it will be Jey Uso versus The Miz versus Big E.
Woo!
In a triple threat match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships.
Baby.
I love
Teddy Long reference. Okay,
It's all
cool.
about the tag team titles
Nice
next
little
week
Teddy Long reference
with
right
one
there.
representative from each team, Jey Uso.
I love how Kofi is doing the Teddy Long dance. Holla, holla. 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 Oh, there we go. What? Forgotten Sons are being called up. No way. The Forgotten Sons are coming up next? What? Jackson Riker. Holy, Steve Cutler and Wesley Blake. Interesting. I did not expect that one. All right, SmackDown after Mania. The call-ups continue. So, the Forgotten Sons are being called up to SmackDown. Quickly, everyone. What do you think their top end is there? You know what? I don't think they're going to do well. No, they're not going to do well. They're not going to do well. No, they're going to literally be sanity, aren't they? They're going to get like a few wins in a row. They're going to be built up, and then they're going to be fed to whoever. Yeah, they're not going to do well, are they?
Tonight only.
What do you mean if WWE fucks them? Well, excuse me. What do you mean WWE messes them up? There's not really much to mess them up with. It's not like they were incredibly over down in NXT. They were a jobber tag team for the majority of their time in NXT, so I don't know how you could technically really mess them up. Hey, Justin Beverly, thank you, my friend. Thank you for your support on this channel. He says, what's up, Con Man? Another week of social distancing down. I believe that deserves a bottle of the bubbly getting passed around the CMU. If you disagree, I'll release the hounds. Well, thank you so much there, my friend, for your $25 dono. Let's go ahead and let's get that bubbly. Thank you, Justin, for your continued support here on this channel. I really do appreciate it. Keep that social distancing up. Good job, bud. Yeah. Bub, 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 bubbly. Bub, 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 bubbly.
What's up, Conman? Another week of social distancing down. I believe that deserves a bottle of the bubbly getting passed around the CMU. If you disagree, I'll release the hounds.
Did I promote your tweet there, Raul? No, I didn't promote your tweet. I just retweeted it. Yeah, if you guys want to make a meme ahead, go right ahead there, folks.
I chose relentless.
Well, good news. You're getting $1,500 back.
Hey, Stonecutter, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Great to see you.
What is your relationship status?
Sometimes I go to the woods. So
I do want to kind of point out comments like these, though. These are kind of the issues with part of the wrestling community and comments like this. First of all, there is absolutely zero need to put other people down based off of their ideas or based off of what they would do when they book wrestling, right? You might not agree with it, but that's all. It's just you don't agree with their idea in wrestling or whatever. But having comments like this saying they literally did nothing down in NXT, WWE can't make it any worse. Bro, get over yourself. Not everyone who gets called up to the main roster from NXT actually is going to do something on the main roster, yada, yada, yada. Just comments like that, basically putting other people down for having an idea. It's not really needed in wrestling, you know, and I see a lot of it in the wrestling community all the time. That was just an example, not a very good one, to say the least. But it's, you're allowed to... No! No, 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 no. Oh, we gotta sit through another freaking loser house party match. At least they're gonna get destroyed by the Forgotten Sons. Oh, I don't like them. Oh my. Still to this day, the Lucha House Party boils my blood more than any other team in the WWE. I can't stand it, and it goes all the way back to those Lucha House rules. Regardless, though, the Forgotten Sons are going to be here. Jackson Riker, Wesley Blake, and Steve Cutler. By the way, Justin Beverly, you have become the new boss. You, my friend, have become a 5-time Boss Battle champion, so Kevin Langoff is leading with a 6-time lead right now. We got a few people sitting there at 5 times. All right. Who is going to win?
And this is Steve Cutler starting things off. He goes 6 foot, 225 pounds. Very passionate superstar.
So who will win is the question. Hashtag Smackdown. So we've either got the Forgotten Sons or you got the Loser House Party. There we go, guys. Loser House Party. You are not winning this one because you're a bunch of losers. That's right, a bunch of losers. Hey, Loser Dorado and Grand Loser Leak. No, in all seriousness, no, though, guys, in terms of being in-ring performers, these guys are actually incredibly talented, okay? Both Grand Metalik and Lince Dorado are incredibly talented in the ring, but, yeah. Hey, Jacob Toon, how you doing, my friend? Just want to kind of point out right there really quickly, buddy, if you didn't know, your membership did end up, for whatever reason, not continue on. If you'd like to renew your membership, go right ahead there, buddy, but to be featured on CMU Dark, you got to have yourself a active membership. Just wanted to inform you, just in case you weren't really sure if it went away or not. All good, buddy, but I just wanted to let you know. Yeah, sometimes people don't realize it, and I usually like to let people know once I notice it.
And look at that. Oh, knee right to the spine by Steve Cutler. And a shot to the
Apparently, oh, okay, no, I'm kind of curious here.
Lince Dorado understands you cannot allow the
Doesn't no one realize Conman is a racist piece of shit? Interesting. JBL looking ass. Stop disrespecting the culture. Same with Singh Brothers and Titus. Justice for them. Singh Brothers are terrible, terrible, terrible talents in terms of ring quality. I do not enjoy any of their work. Lucha House Party, I do not enjoy the work from their time with the Lucha House rules. That has made me hate their current gimmick and their current team, which is the reason I do not root them on. Titus O'Neil, I can't stand that thing. Never liked him as an in-ring performer, but as a actual person, he is a great individual. It has absolutely nothing to do with race or anything like that. It actually more so happens to do with the fact that I look at individual performers on an individual basis and choose if I like their talent or don't. Choose if I like their in-ring ability or not. Choose if I like their gimmick or not. Has absolutely nothing to do with skin color, and I can more than promise you that one there, my friend. My friend is a strong word right there. To go ahead and call me a racist piece of shit, JBL looking MF or whatever it is the words you use. Not accurate, but you know, whatever you want to go with there, you go right ahead. Nice springboard stunner right there from Lince Dorado, and now a tag has been made to Wesley Blake. Grand Metalik crossbody takes out both members of the Forgotten Sons. Off the ropes, goes for a back handspring. That's Blake, moves out of the way. Back elbow from Metalik, the king of the ropes. Oh, boom. Steven Martinez says, I thought Conman was a cool guy, but I guess not. You just called me a racist piece of shit. I am a cool guy, not to people who are assholes like you. No, treat people how you wish to be treated. You treated me that way, you're not going to get a nice Conman back. That is actually how I operate for the most part. Treat me like you wish to be treated, I'll treat you the way that you should be treated. Simple as that. Oh, Grand Metalik up, caught by Blake. Oh, what a clothesline. Down goes Metalik. Am I able to break a pen now? No, I am not. Pens are not easy to break. What a stomp from Cutler. And folks, looks like the loser house party are the ones who are forgotten tonight. There we go. Forgotten no more, and Steve Cutler, Wesley Blake, and Jackson Riker pick up the win. Cool. All right. I think that's pretty much it for today. Not today. We still got ourselves like a... What? Do you guys see that? There's a little kitty cat on my head over there. That's funny. Here's Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross.
I'm feeling really unbeatable right now.
No, I think you're right.
Mella and Dana. All right. Mella's looking great.
Dana and I, we didn't get to compete at WrestleMania. No. So we were kind of hoping we could make up for lost time and create our own Mania moment by challenging you two for the tag team titles.
Oh, there you go.
Good idea. Yeah. Here's the thing. I feel really bad that you guys didn't get to have a WrestleMania moment. But it doesn't really mean you can, like, jump the line and challenge us because there's, like, a line.
Okay, maybe so, but I'm pretty sure I heard you guys say that you were unbeatable. So, I mean, we did say that. What's the harm? We just said we were unbeatable.
You know, we're just gonna little powwow.
Oh, we'll bear that.
Little powwow.
Let's pew, 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 pew. Our babies, our tag team championships. I think we can do this. We're the best. Pew, 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 pew. Let's go. We can do this. We can do that.
So we talked about...
Challenge accepted!
There you go.
I love you, girl. But from now on, decaf.
Okay.
Right here, baby.
From the current tag team champions to one half of the first ever
Well then,
tag team champions, it's
Dana and Mella as a tag team. Could be worse. Could be worse things, right? Here's Sasha Banks, though. And I mean, you go from Carmella to Sasha Banks. It's not a bad time, is it? But here comes Bayley. I actually am really enjoying the story being told here from Bayley and Sasha Banks, though. And Bayley is still the SmackDown Women's Champion. Now, here's the thing. Do we get the start of the build between Sasha versus Bayley here tonight? Like, is that the start of the build? Whenever that's going to happen. Because if you remember back at WrestleMania, Bayley watched Sasha get pinned. Watched her. Didn't try to get up and break the pinfall. I wonder if that is going to be the start of a story to be told here moving forward. Remember, everyone, if you have not done so, please make sure you smack a like on this video. Also, making sure you are subscribed to the channel. If you guys would like to, you can always drop a little donation. It doesn't matter how much or how little. Any little bit is appreciated. But yeah, Bayley and Sasha here in the ring, and they're going to be in the ring when we come back from commercial break. Hey, Matthew Grantland, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What do you guys have planned for this wrestling-less weekend? That's right, we got no wrestling at all this weekend. Nothing on Saturday, nothing on Sunday. What do you guys have planned? Anything fun? Anything good? I know you can't really go anywhere, but you got any cool, like, lockdown ideas? You guys gonna do anything really cool? Dingerlin asking me, how many members do I have? Not entirely sure. I think I got 74, 73, something like that. I think something along those lines. It usually ranges between 65 and 75, in that range as of right now. People cancel their memberships here and there, but then they also renew them at a later time, so it's difficult to say at the current moment.
Lose track of time?
Quarantine? A lot of people basically saying they're quarantining, yeah, so not really doing much. Hey, Stonecutter, dude. Great weekend. Great weekend ahead of you there, bud. Might partake in a little bit of that fun as well. Actually, I will. I know I will, but still. Oh, what do we got over here on the Twitter? Steve Randall says, I'm going to be on CMU Dark next. I'm a member. Are you Matthew Grantland? I think you're Matthew Grantland. Or are you Steve Randall? I can't tell who's who anymore.
We'll keep prices low and work hard to keep shelves stocked.
Yeah, Raul, that would be amazing if you could boost the server, bud. Yeah, go ahead and boost the server with your free Discord Nitro, my friend.
Look out for each other, the better we all will be.
What is your relationship status?
Well, sometimes I go to the woods so the mosquitoes will swarm me. It's nice to be noticed.
Jordan, hey, bud. Jordan Coggle, if you would like to do that there, bud, do it. And Jacob Toon, how you doing, my friend? He says Heath beats Drew for the belt. Let's talk about that, okay? I almost would love to see Heath Slater and Drew McIntyre get like 15 minutes in the ring. Position Heath Slater as an underdog. Have McIntyre offer up an open challenge to anybody. Have Heath Slater come on down to the ring. Play off the fact that they are 3MB together. Play off the fact that Jinder Mahal has gotten his shot. Drew McIntyre has gotten his shot. But Heath Slater has kids, and he needs to pay for his kids. He needs to get a raise. He needs this shot, and he needs to be the leader of 3MB, and he needs it. You know what I mean? They could live into that or dive into that so hard and make a really good story out of it. Not beating him. No. So definitely Heath Slater not beating Drew. What it needs to be, though, is a situation where Heath Slater goes like 15 minutes, 16 minutes, 17 minutes with Drew McIntyre. Kicks out of like the Claymore one time. one time and just get fans like really, really invested in Heath Slater wanting to win, and at the end of the match have obviously Drew McIntyre raise Heath Slater's hand, right?
Would you look at us?
Bayley and
Look
Sasha.
at us. I mean, just 3 weeks ago, we were standing in this very ring when that annoying, jealous Paige tried to ruin my WrestleMania and tried to ruin our friendship by putting me in a 5-way elimination match. But she didn't. No, she didn't. So anyone that thinks they can touch me, well, ding dong. Hello? You can't! Because I've beaten everyone. But I do have to say, in my humble opinion, I think that my greatest moment yet was when I defied all odds at WrestleMania. And how did I do that? How did I do that, Michael? I don't know. Because I am the best. We're the best. We are the
watching
ultimate
Sasha.
role models. So to all you sheep sitting at home that thought that I was going to lose my championship at WrestleMania and thought that we were going to have our friendship ruined, well, we got 2 simple words for you. Screw you.
What?
You see, because these ignorant
Sasha
sheep
looked right
will
at Bayley
never
when she said,
understand
"Screw you."
Our friendship. And nobody from the past, present, or future can touch.
Well, here is a woman who was very impressive in the fatal 5-way elimination match at WrestleMania. In fact, it took 4 women.
Tamina.
Tamina marching down to the ring.
Many people considered Tamina the dark horse to win at WrestleMania on multiple occasions. Tamina nearly made that come true.
Not feeling it. Not feeling it.
Hey, Tamina. Tamina, it's so great to see you again. You look stunning. Your hair looks great. I could smell you from here. You smell great. But I don't know what you're doing here, but I'm happy that you're here because, well, we wanted to congratulate you on such a dominant performance at WrestleMania. It was so good. Like, we weren't really expecting it because you had
Shut the hell up.
Oh, wow.
Bayley, you did not beat me at Mania. Nobody beat me at Mania. It took all of you women to eliminate me. So, Miss Role Model, why don't you be a great example and fight me one-on-one for the title?
Okay. I'm sorry, Tamina. I know you just came back a couple weeks ago from whatever coconut shell you've been hiding in for the past year.
Wow.
Hold me back. But there is a
Hold me
pecking
back,
order
she says.
around here. Yeah. And you just don't step up to the champ. I got you. And make demands. That's right. You're like
Having to be held back
right now too. Yeah, that's right. But being the role model that I am, I like to be fair. So, you can have your match with me.
Oh.
If you can beat the Standard, the Boss, the Blueprint, the greatest of all time, my best friend, Sasha Banks. Yeah! You got
Oh.
Challenge accepted. And sis, your bestie just screwed you.
Damn. Okay.
I'll tell you what, Corey, I tend to agree with
Not gonna lie, Sasha's not a fan of that.
I think Bayley just sacrificed the Boss.
Sasha is not a fan of that at all. So look at the seams being torn apart a little more. You see that loose thread right there, ladies and gentlemen? All right, a loose thread like on the edge of the shirt. That is Sasha Banks and Bayley's relationship right now. And every single week, Bayley continues to tug at that thread. And they're going to keep pulling on that thread, keep pulling until all of a sudden that thread breaks and Sasha Banks snaps on Bayley. It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. Jacob Toon, how you doing, my friend? He says yes to Mina for champ. I like you, buddy, but I don't know if we're going to see Tamina as champion. I really hope that that's not the case. I don't want to see Tamina roll around as champion. Why is Tamina getting a push? It's very simple. WWE doesn't have a ton of talent right now in the women's division active on the SmackDown roster that can push towards the main event slot that they haven't already tried. You know, they've tried Lacey Evans, they've tried Naomi, they've have they tried? Yeah, they tried Carmella. Who else have they tried here? They've tried a healthy amount of superstars. You know, they've went through Alexa Bliss. They went through Nikki Cross. Who else? Who else have they not fed Bailey? They sort of tried Dana Brooke, I guess. Sort of, kind of, but not really. Yeah, there's just not a lot of people at the current moment, so I understand why WWE takes someone like Tamina, especially if this story being told right now is not trying to put the title on Tamina. You just need an opposing force to go up against Bailey and Sasha to try to further split them apart. I'm okay with that being Tamina, I guess. It's something. It's something. She didn't sound horrendous on the microphone. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. There's Steve Taylor. Yep. Exactly. What about Ember Moon? Well, she's not back here right now. She is not. There's just really nobody else. Nick Prentice says, simple, bring someone up from NXT. It's not as simple as that. It's not. Because you got to think here, what is the goal of this current title match? Is the goal to put the title on Tamina? No. The goal is to further the feud between Sasha Banks and Bailey. But you still got to be able to tell a feud before that feud begins. So right now they're laying down the groundwork of the Sasha Banks versus Bailey feud, trying to get you excited for whenever that turn happens. But they need people to wrestle her along the way. Tamina makes perfect sense in that WWE probably isn't going to put the title on her. She can afford to lose to Bailey. She's an imposing enough figure to make sense that she is a threat to the title, but she's not taking the title. If, say, you had someone like Rhea Ripley or Bianca Belair or whoever you want from down in NXT to be called up and go after the Women's Championship, you almost have to give them the win out of the gate. Otherwise, they fall down, you know? They fall into mid-card purgatory. They fall into being lost into the shuffle. That's why it's not as simple as just calling someone up from NXT or calling someone over from NXT. You gotta think it all the way through. It's not necessarily just, hey, we'll call them up to have a good match. You know who got called up to have a good match was Rhea Ripley. She lost. Well, I guess she didn't really get called up, but Charlotte Flair got her essentially called up to Raw for the time being. She lost the title. Rhea Ripley's story is going to be told over a long period of time, but right now, Rhea Ripley is in the mid-card. Rhea Ripley is quote-unquote lost in the shuffle. Sure, they might have a long-term story for Rhea Ripley planned out, but currently, as we sit right now, nothing going on for Ripley. Nowhere to go at the current moment. There's other number one contenders. You know, she is falling back down the ladder. You don't want that to happen to someone else who gets called up from NXT, let's say Io Shirai, for a one-off match against Bailey, lose, and then not know what to do with her. Kairi Sane, Asuka. The list goes on of WWE doing that in the past. Calling someone up for a short-term pop and not having a clue what to do with them afterwards. But here we go. It's time for the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. And this is a guy that I wouldn't mind seeing challenging Braun Strowman for that Universal title. Wouldn't mind it at all.
Foul might be the understatement of the night, Cole. Sheamus is seething. The Celtic Warrior had massive expectations for himself at WrestleMania and was not able to take part. Sheamus looks to channel that frustration against his
Steve says, I want to see Braun versus Lars eventually. Interesting. Interesting. It's not the worst idea. I don't know if we're ever going to see Lars Sullivan again, though. Looks like we're getting Sheamus, the human jar of mayo versus Carl. Nope, not Carl. Cal Bloom, I think is his name. Anyways, Cal's about to be destroyed by Sheamus.
And Bloom now with a blow to the back of the neck and a big right hand to Sheamus, and Cal Bloom looking to make a name for himself.
So, here we go. Jobber.
Massive opportunity for Bloom, but what an elbow by Sheamus right to
The Jobber is taking on Sheamus. So we got to find both these superstars, get them up on the screen. And then I want to ask you guys in the chat, because we're not actually going to run a poll for this match, who do you think will win? Type 1 for the Jobber, type 2 for Sheamus here in the live chat. Once again, who do you guys think is going to win? 1 for the Jobber, 2 for Sheamus in the live chat right now. Look at all those ones. There's a few ones in there, but now the 2s are starting to come on through. And yeah, that makes a ton of sense right there as well. The 2s just rolling on through right there. And ladies, I think Sheamus is about to put him away. Sheamus, bro kick. Bloom is down. Count of 1, 2. Sheamus wins. Cool. Hey there, Kevin Langoff. Thank you, my friend, for the $5 dono. He says, I am so stoked that Sasha versus Bayley is happening. Good story being told. Like I said, Sasha going face. I agree with you, bud. I agree with you. I think Sasha Banks will be the one who is turning face slowly over time, and Bayley will be the heel. Regardless, though, thank you, my friend, for the $5 dono.
I am so stoked that Sasha versus Bayley is happening. Good story being told. Like I said, Sasha going face.
Ooh, something with Jeff Hardy here now? Oh, Sheamus. Oh! Sheamus didn't like hearing the fact that Jeff Hardy was back. I wonder if that's going to be Jeff Hardy's feud then when he returns. Most likely going to be Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus here in the future. Cool. Jeff Hardy, Chapter 1, The Rise.
Every time I see my daughter Ruby on the trampoline, I have flashbacks of us starting on the trampoline. Trampoline Wrestling Federation. That's where it all started.
I'm going higher and higher, climbing more top on the hill in the TWF.
It was our creation, and we'd work shows around the fairground. And we'd go out there in spandex and socks, and we were loving it, every minute of it.
I'm gonna come after you 110%.
I've always been in love with being in front of the camera and entertaining people. I was Sting as far as I was concerned. I was like, ow! Woo! I was just going crazy diving around. Naturally, I was hooked. I just remember thinking, okay, I'm going to do something that makes somebody in the back here remember me.
Tremendous athletes, these two youngsters from North Carolina. Jeff Hennessy! These Hardy boys are focused and determined. They want to be successful.
They were wrestling fans living out their dream, and people can get behind.
All right. It's a cool promo, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, with the audio in the background, I'm not going to be able to play it right there. Canna Baker, how you doing, my friend? Thanks for your kind comments. Thanks for adding to my overall engagement. However, my friend, I'm going to completely remove you here from the stream chat. Obviously, you do not enjoy what it is I do here. I obviously do not enjoy talking to you because you call me an idiot in every single name that you could possibly imagine. Personally, my friend, this is my job. This is what I do here. These are my ideas. These are my takes on wrestling. If you don't enjoy them, don't listen to me. Don't watch me. However, that's not going to be an issue for you anymore, my friend. I'm not going to have to interact with you anymore. So I'm just going to remove you from the stream chat, and we are not going to hear from you in the future. If you choose to come back with a different account, that just shows right there that you are only doing this for attention, and you are not doing it because that is truly how you feel. You are just a small little kid who does not really understand how to treat people. I'm sorry that you have to project your own insecurities towards other people in order to feel better about yourself, but I'm not putting up with it anymore. I'm just not. Here's Jeff Hardy once again.
Hopefully we're gonna fulfill this dream to the next level.
As Jeff
And
Hardy
never mind.
gears up for the next chapter in his WWE career, Braun Strowman looks to write the first chapter in his reign as Universal Champion. But standing in Braun's way, the artist.
So coming up next, though, folks, it's going to be Braun Strowman versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I know, right, Steve? It's interesting. It is what it is, though. No, and no, that's actually a big thing that I want to also kind of put out here, is that I'm not a person, and I know that this kind of gets, I don't know what else to say, how else to kind of put this.
You know, I just had a hard time fitting in when I first came back. I was still out there making bad choices. Don't miss the Broken Skull session.
People are allowed to have opinions, right? And I think that's the best way to kind of put it. Everyone can have their opinions, right? Everybody, and I mean literally every single one of us here, is able to form our own opinions and share them in a, not necessarily always having to be a positive light, but sharing it in a way that it provides a conversation. You can technically have a conversation by disagreeing with each other, right? But the moment that name calling or saying you are straight up wrong, no, this is not going to happen this way, and being aggressive about how you present your opinion on a matter is not a good way to open a conversation, right? I am more than okay talking to anybody here if they are willing to have an open conversation where, you know, if they don't like my take on wrestling, they understand that it's just my take on wrestling. You know, it's not a big deal. It's just straight up a thing that I watch, I enjoy, and I have some opinions on, right? I am also more than okay anybody else who wishes to change my view on something like that, or change my opinion on a wrestler, right? People are more than okay to present their ideas as to why it might be me getting worked. You know, maybe you're not liking these superstars because you're getting worked by that superstar. That's entirely possible. I know for a fact most of us got worked by Shane McMahon when he was considered the best in the world, right? All of us got worked for that reason. We were all so pissed off, but there were a bunch of people who do happen to see past that, right? They were like, oh no, this is just a storyline. WWE's just working us. So I'm more than okay listening to people talk about whatever, right? Let's have our opinions. Voice your opinions on wrestling. But don't be a jerk about it, right? Don't be a jerk in saying that it is this way or no way and you're an idiot for thinking elsewise, or if you don't remember this, you're an idiot and you must not be a real wrestling fan and all this stuff. And I'm just kind of like, you know what, guys? Just have a conversation, but not being rude about it, and that's all that this channel is. If you are going to be nice here, you're welcome to be here. Right? That's kind of my take on wrestling. I apologize that was like a long rant to get to a short little point, but it's my thoughts right there. Also, everyone, if you are enjoying the stream chat today and you wish to continue chatting along live, we have a Discord active where you guys can talk to all the people that are in this live chat, and myself included from time to time. So head on over there to the Discord. Link is down in the description below, and check that out.
This program is aggressive in nature. It may contain themes that are not suitable for everyone. Viewer discretion is advised.
He is the king of kings.
All right.
The cerebral assassin, the game,
Cool. Okay. Lewis says you don't have to cascade people for having an opinion, even if they are being brutally honest about the product. Yeah, you're absolutely right, man. I don't. You know what? I'm not perfect. I will be the first one to admit that. I am definitely not perfect. And I know there are some times that I probably don't live up to my own advice, okay? There's probably times. However, what I would love to say to that is just because I may not live up to that all the time doesn't mean that's not what I want to live up to, right? That doesn't mean that's not how I want to act. That doesn't mean that's not how I want and intend to be. Sometimes as humans, and obviously with live streams, there is some things that seep out that you obviously don't want, but I absolutely do my best to be a spot that is relatively safe to talk about any wrestling takes that you want, and as long as you present it in a nice, kind, calm manner, we're gonna have a good time, right? Yo, Money in the Bank qualifying match, Daniel Bryan versus Cesaro next week. Oh yeah. And then a women's Money in the Bank qualifying match, Naomi versus Dana Brooke next week. And Sonya Deville attempts to clear the air with Mandy Rose next week on Fox. Guys, I'm in. But here comes Braun. What?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 385 pounds.
Oh, I see what you're saying there, Gladata. Says, you bag on WWE athletes, and I cry when someone bags on you. Except for you misspelled almost every single word in that sentence. However, I got your gist. No, not necessarily cry when people bag on me. More so, just basically say, hey, why you being a jerk? I'm talking about a performer, I'm talking about a performance, and I'm talking about a character that we are seeing on TV. You're talking about a real person. Hi, a person talking about wrestling. A person that probably doesn't deserve to be called a K-U-N-T. That's right, I said K-U-N-T because I didn't want to say the C-U-N-T. I get called that almost on a daily basis here, folks. I put up with a lot of shit. Put up with a lot of name calling on this platform. I ignore it for the most part. But yeah, that's kind of a difference. You know, this is just wrestling. Anyways, Nakamura versus Braun Strowman.
And later tonight, you're gonna
So Shinsuke, let's get him up here on the screen.
But Corey, it was a distraction by Nakamura's
And Braun Strowman, we should get him over there. Now, I don't think this is a title match.
wicked boom kick right to the side of the champion's face.
Cool.
Nakamura failing after connecting.
But now, everyone, I have to ask you over on Twitter, who will win this match? I mean, it's pretty much a guarantee at this point, but who will win is the question. Hashtag Smackdown. There we go, everyone. Or, so Shinsuke Nakamura, or will it be Braun Strowman? There we go, guys. Twitter.com/Conman167 for this non-title match here. Like I said, we've got ourselves Shinsuke versus Braun. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Nakamura goes for a big kick, can't land that one there. And moves out of the way. So Braun Strowman, the Universal Champion. Do you guys think Braun Strowman is going to be built up as a heel or a face? Let me ask you that right there in the chat right now. Rabba Lasses, thank you for subscribing, my friend. Welcome to the channel. Oh, what a throw from Strowman to Nakamura. Aggressive face, heel, face, heel, face, heel, face, heel. And where is Bray? Heel, probably face, aggressive face. None, he's just placeholder. Heel, 100%. Push Cesaro. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think he's going to be a tweener. He's just going to be Braun Strowman. He's literally like Big Show. Big Show was flipped back and forth from heel to face so many times. Nakamura eats a right hand there from Braun.
With a big right hand by Strowman, and Nakamura sent back into the ring again.
Apparently, built up as a heel or face is my main concern, according to Glatata. And apparently, I'm a drama queen 167. So, cool. The haters are out tonight. Not sure why you guys sit here and watch my streams if you really, really hate me, but you do you. I can't understand that concept. It's baffling to me that you guys would literally sit here on something that you don't enjoy. I know you're bored, all right? I know you're bored at home. I know this is a lockdown right now, but come on. There's more things that you could do with your time than sitting here being mad at someone online that you have never met in your life talking about wrestling. Just move on. If you don't like it, I'm not going to sit here and force you to watch it, but I'm still going to do what I do. I'm still going to love talking about wrestling. I'm still going to love interacting with my amazing community that I've been talking to for almost 8 years on this platform at this point. No, you're not going to stop me from doing what I'm doing. You can stop watching. I will continue what I do. You bite, though. I do, and you just got blocked, so that's the third time you out of there. Bye-bye. I do bite all the time. But guess what? People who make me bite, they get banned. It's that simple. Kevin Wade says he's a babyface. Oh, yeah, babyface there, Mr. Wade. Oh, yeah, babyface. I don't know. I think you're more of a tweener there, my friend.
Unique technology for exceptional coffee. Nespresso. What else?
Thank you, Roy Russ. I appreciate the kind words, my friend. I love you too there, Mr. Lou Dog. Love you too.
Family has the right to pizza night, which is why our pizza is cooked at 475 degrees, never touched after, and available by non-contact carryout and free delivery. Peace of mind.
Have I watched the Big Show show? No, I haven't. Am I? No. It doesn't interest me even in a tiny bit. Yeah.
Hey there, WWE Universe in Canada. It's me, your main man, Scott Stamp.
By the way, shout out to Wrestling News for following me over on Twitter. I do appreciate it, my friend.
To catch up on the extraordinary lineup of award-winning content. Don't miss out on seeing all new episodes of your favorite series, including WWE 24, Steve Austin's The Broken Skull Sessions, Ruthless Aggression, This Week in WWE, and WWE Break It Down. Plus every premiere show WWE has to offer, including Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Plus 205 Live,
yeah,
UK, and so much more. Visit WWE.com/Canada to find out how you can see all of this incredible action on the WWE Network today. And you can support your favorite superstars.
Thank God it's Friday. I love the people that are here in the chat normally.
This has been your WWE News Slam.
I'm having enough with the stream chat here tonight, though. If I'm being honest.
Not suitable for everyone. Viewer discretion is advised.
You win, guys. Assholes, you win. You win.
Triple dose of WWE's original documentary series. Ruthless Aggression. Enter John Cena at 8. Evolution at 9.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday. Holy friggin' cow. Alright, we got ourselves a $5 dono. Thank you there, Baggiest. I appreciate it. He says, hey Con, how's it going? Just thought about no Sammy. I guess he is staying home. Yeah, we'll see what's next for Sami Zayn. He might just be home for the time being, right? Thank you for the support. I really do appreciate it. As we are entering in our final 9 minutes of the show.
Hey Con, how's it going? Just thought about no Sammy. I guess he is staying home.
All right. Braun Strowman into the corner. Scoop slam onto Nakamura. Can't land him right there. Nakamura goes for a kick and a nice heel kick there again. Oh, and an uppercut as well.
Nakamura with a knee to the face. Nakamura may pin the champion. Hooks the legs of Strowman, who powers out at 2. Cesaro almost 80 Nakamura in victory there, and it was that close, Corey, for Nakamura to beat the champion. Nakamura had connected a little more flush. It would have put Strowman down for sure, but this is a good strategy by Shinsuke right now. You're not going to match power with Braun, but try to... Oh,
Braun Strowman, nice side slam right there to Shinsuke Nakamura. Plants him right down there into the mat, and Nakamura's in a little bit of trouble right now.
after having his breath driven out, courtesy of the Strowman side slam. This is...
Strowman, nice shot again into the corner. But another right hand delivered there to Cesaro. Oh, another clothesline delivered to Shinsuke Nakamura, and down goes the artist. So cheesy how you read the donor text and the robot says the same thing. Yeah, you know what, my friend? It's actually funny because for a long period of time, we had no robot voice there. And so I got in the habit of reading the donos out right away. And still to this day, I find myself still most of the time reading the donos out right away, but then following it up with the robot voice. Oh, what the hell? Nakamura just hit the Kinshasa. Count of 1, count of 2. Kick out by Braun off the Kinshasa. No way. Nakamura almost put him away. Now he's going to back up to the corner again, looking for another Kinshasa. Oh, Strowman, no! Power slam to Nakamura, loses to Braun. Wow. And Braun Strowman picks up the win. Like that.
I don't know if there is a man walking the earth that is going to be able...
And Strowman lifts that title up high. People saying there's still 7 minutes left in the show. Well, we'll see if there's anything else left here today. Wouldn't be surprised if WWE's got something else planned up here. CCSYT, that is, I'm not entirely sure if that is true either. Saying WWE is postponing Money in the Bank, so they advertise it and have matches scheduled, cards subject to change, I guess. I'm pretty sure that WWE is going ahead and filming Money in the Bank. Oh, what? No! The Fiend! Oh, Bray Wyatt's going back after Braun Strowman. Are you kidding? Bray Wyatt.
Hi, Fireflies! Hold up. I just have to rewrite a little history.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Raul. I appreciate it, buddy.
Hey, John. I guess you were right all along. We really can't see you. Braun! Braun Strowman! Congratulations, champ. I am so happy for you. No. That was a long time ago.
Oh.
I'm sure he's learned his lesson by now.
Oh, they're going into the history. They're going into all the history.
I brought you in from the swamp and I gave you a home. But you turn your back on me. You turn your back on your family. You turn your back on your own creator. But I think I can forgive him. Right?
No, you can't forgive him. He's too big.
He's gross. And I think his beard is possessed. His breath smells worse than a Schweinschwinter.
Oh.
I actually think Braun's a good guy.
Shut up, Rabbit.
Shut up, Rabbit.
They don't want to forgive you. But I will if you just tell me you're sorry.
Oh.
Go ahead, son. Make me proud.
I'm not playing these games, Bray.
Apparently you've been busy talking about getting those hands instead of learning those manners.
Oh.
Well, since I've taught you so much already, why stop now? Your next lesson is going to be about sharing. Because you have something that I want back. and it's right there on your shoulder.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Uh-oh.
As one circle closes, another begins again.
The circle theory returns.
Since I brought you into this world, I'm gonna have to take you out.
Oh, yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Bray.
Bye, bro.
Bye.
Hey.
Oh.
Wait. Before you go.
Before you go.
I just want you to know, Bray, that anytime you want, I'm ready to let you in. Bye. See you later.
Okay. All right. Is there going to be a Fiend attack? Look at the stare down and no Fiend attack on Braun Strowman. That is the end of SmackDown here tonight. How the turntables. Nice little Office reference right there. Okay, everyone, I believe that is going to bring us to the end of the show. Thank you so much to everyone who watched. First up, though, before we leave, we do have ourselves a $5 dono from Raul Kapar, and I think with that, my friends, Raul is going to become yes, he is. He is going to become the new boss. And Raul Kapar, to finish off the show, you have tied Kevin Lang off by becoming a 6-time Boss Battle champion. But folks, that is going to do it for me here today. Thank you so much to each and every one of you who tuned in for today's show. We'll be live once again on Monday, but not until Monday. We are actually off this whole weekend. There's no wrestling pay-per-view events going on. Obviously, the current world makes that a little more difficult to do so and air those shows. But yes, we are off this weekend, and we will be back once again on Monday with Monday Night Con and, of course, Monday Night Raw. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, take care. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. And I've been Con. That was SmackDown Live for April 10th, 2020.